What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Inside the Leather. I'm your host, Ronnie from New Jersey. We are on location down at the Jersey Shore. For those of you who've seen the MTV show, just know that this is not that. Okay, you know, we're following up the Ronnie Del Barrio 2-part episodes, and the feedback on that has been pretty incredible. I mean, we knew it was going to be a banger when we were filming it. We talked with this guy for over 2 hours, ladies and gentlemen. We only brought you I think it was like an hour and 55 minutes, but we ended up, going even longer. We had to cut some things out because they got crazy. And, but hey, so we're here. So first of all, thank you for subscribing, join, like, do all the things that you normally do. I appreciate it. This episode, Inside the Leather is brought to you by Golficity. I'm just chilling down at the Shore House. I'm relaxing. Memorial Day weekend is upon us. I know you're going to be seeing this a couple, the Thursday after, but, deal with it, okay? We're going to talk about a couple of things. It'll be a short, quick banger episode. We're just going to give you some takes. We got some questions coming in that we're going to be answering. Some debates that Jeremy's been, scouring the internet, looking for some questions. We may have a new segment or not. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, for the most part, if you hear anybody yelling and screaming, it's my family downstairs. I'm not in the usual basement where I got the soundproof. You know what I mean? We're not in HQ, but the next time you see us, you might see a beautiful brick background. Telling you. I think we might get ahead of ourselves. I can't even say it. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say it. But anyway, I said it. So, like I said, let's get a quick word in from one of our sponsors. They've been great. They're all just doing what they got to do during the whole pandemic thing. So support these people, folks. Really do. How your business is perceived in the public eye can make all the difference between getting by or truly thriving. At OCG, we can guarantee that trusting us with your brand's identity will garner the attention of potential clients and competitors alike. From logo design to social media management, together we can reach new heights. Visit our website and learn more about who we are and how we can help you at o'briencreative.com. We're working with O'Brien. They do stuff for us. You've seen the videos, you've seen the logos. They're top notch, and they've worked with some monster companies. So check them out. Yeah. So where do you want to start, Jeremy? Let's talk a little bit about Ronnie. Let's do a little recap of Ronnie Del Barrio.
Sure.
This guy. Let me tell you something. My wife. Okay, my wife saw the episode and she goes,
"Was she not happy?"
She was very happy.
Oh, okay.
She thought he was. She loved him. Okay. She thought he was out of his mind, which we know that he is. He's totally like. Hang on a second, I might have to readjust my camera here a little bit. Let's get a little closer so I don't have to. So I don't look so far away. A little better, right? A little better. Okay, good. I'll even lower it a little bit so you can see my tits. There you go. All right. So anyway. My wife even said, this guy was entertaining. Like, that was one of the best episodes ever. I said, babe, it was the best episode. 2 parts. Best. I mean, come on. I thought it was phenomenal, right? The guy's got so many stories. Folks, we will be having him on regularly. I mean, I'm going to say maybe we'll do a once a month segment maybe with Ronnie Del Barrio. Whether it be training stuff, tips, helping me in the simulator when we get back into HQ or whatever it might be. We are going to have him. If you have any questions out there, if you watched episodes 18, part 1 and 2, and you have any questions, because, he's got a very unorthodox system. I mean, he doesn't teach golf the way anybody else is teaching it. He teaches it more so from like an athletics perspective. So you're an athlete. This is what you do in other sports. He relates it then to golf. And again, we just started working with him. The first drill was the grip thing with the, putting the 2 fingers out straight and only putting your middle finger on the club from your right hand, overlapping the other 2, not interlocking, but overlapping the other 2. And I'll tell you, Ron, Jeremy, you tell me. I mean, when we did it on the course, we only did it once, but I went to a range and I was doing it. You don't have to see it to understand it. You feel it. You feel it. Like, I felt it literally the first swing, cranked it, way out of bounds, because we did it on course for the first time, right? We were on like a 200, 180 yard par 3.
Par 3, correct.
And we tried it with him on the phone. He was watching us, and the ball went about 700 yards to the right. But
that's the type of man he is. I mean, and he kept describing many times, like, Joe Pesci, like, is a mensch. Smokey Robinson is a guy he likes. But
these are guys that you know who they are, and it showed another side of a lot of them. I mean, Joe Pesci his friendship is just, it's huge. I mean, it's this guy's got the client list that anybody in Hollywood, any producer would dream of. You know, he has access to like the top people. So we got a lot of stuff in the works with Ronnie. You know, again, shout out to our friends over at Groove It Brush that kind of linked us together and said, you got to check out this guy. They told him he's got to check out us, and we kind of made the connection, which is why we had the giveaway for our friends from Groove It Brush. I'm assuming by the time this airs, the winner will have already been announced with an Instagram post. I'm sure we'll do that probably sometime, you know, maybe early next week, but it'll be out before this is aired. So, you know, whoever the winner was, congratulations. But yeah, so I mean, just moving on. I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited for this relationship. I can't wait until my wife allows me to fly to California, because me and you are going to California and we're playing golf with. I'm ready. I mean, I'm going to pray to God that we're playing golf with Joe Pesci and Ronnie Del Barrio. I mean, I don't know if I would be able to come down from a high like that. Like, I'm talking here. I mean, and it's funny because I'm Italian, so everyone, oh, you like all the mob movies. No. The funny thing is my two favorite Joe Pesci movies have got nothing to do with the mob. Mm-hmm. He was a plumber in Easy Money, and he was a bullshit attorney in My Cousin Vinny. Yeah. Those are my two favorite Joe Pesci movies, performances. I mean, I've seen each of them, probably no exaggeration, 100 times. Yeah. For me to be able to get on the course, I'm not going to be asking him about Goodfellas. I'm not going to ask him about Casino or any of the other million mob movies he was in. I'm asking him about those. Yeah. And because Easy Money, I believe, was his first movie. He's just like Rodney Dangerfield. Funny that they were actually together in that movie. Both of them got their start in acting when they were like well into their 50s. Like they weren't like out in Hollywood trying to be actors in their 20s and 30s. Like whatever break they got, however both of them came about. I mean, obviously we know Rodney was a stand-up comedian, and then Caddyshack was his first comedy movie that he was in. And we told that story a couple times. But both of them got their breaks kind of in acting later on in life, and both of them just absolute top notch. So, I mean, I you know, playing with him on a course, how many stories could come out in a 4-hour round with Ronnie? I mean, come on.
Just Ronnie alone with the amount of stories.
Just Ronnie alone. But if somebody else is there, I mean, unbelievable. But we're going to get on a course with Ronnie, and we're going to have a huge camera crew.
It's no doubt.
We're going to have someone on each of us with a single. We're going to have all types of stuff going on. We'll make that a huge series. Like the Golficity guys did the Scotland series. We're going to do the L.A. or Hawaii, wherever the hell we go meet this guy, somewhere super duper nice. I mean, I'm thinking we got to go to Pebble. I mean, come on. You can get us on Pebble.
Just one phone call over there.
It's a phone call for Ronnie. Hey, listen, me, Joe Pesci, and two other guys are going to come out with a camera crew. We're going to film. Yeah, okay.
No problem.
Let's do it.
So with that being said, if you're a cameraman or anything to do with media in California, let us know. Send us a DM.
I mean, if you're from New Jersey, we'll fly out. Well, that might be something I might have to front everything, because that's just sick. That's going to be a good series. But anyway, maybe we get American Airlines to sponsor the series. That's the way we got to go. We get JetBlue or something. But my brother works for American Airlines, so we might have it in. But no, it was a great episode. It was a great experience. It was great to actually sit down with him. He's out of his mind. His stories go on for days. And to be honest, I love being coached. Like when I played football my whole life, I had coaches that were hard coaches, like tough coaches. Like that's the way, you know, I learned better. You know, the harder you are on me, the more you got out of me and that type of stuff. And he reminds me a lot of those kind of coaches, like no nonsense, no bullshit. He's unconventional in the way he's saying, but you know what? If it doesn't work, then you move on. It's not going to, you know, you're not going to really kill anybody. You know, you're not going to kill someone's completely, golf, career. Right. You know, you're going to just, you move on, but I think the way he looks at golf, I think it's very interesting. I think it's obviously very different. And, if it works, that's great. He's going to have someone basically a walking advertisement for the rest of their life.
Without a doubt. Like we said, I mean, we were trying the drills that he gave us on episode 2, part 2, on the course very shortly after that, and we sent him a video, and this is the type of man he is. We sent him a video. Within seconds later, he's on a FaceTime call. He called us on FaceTime. He goes, I want to see you guys next swing on your next tee box. Remember that?
And it was great. Yeah. And he goes, all right. He goes, that went about 65 yards right, correct? And I'm like, yep.
And he's like, do this, and this.
Right. Pick up your right heel, pick up your left heel, do this. And it's like things that you're like, what? But sure enough, you hit it, and he knows, he knows what he's doing. He's definitely good at his craft, and a big shout out to him. And again, thank you for him for joining us. And hopefully, you guys, hopefully you checked him out. Hopefully you subscribe to his Instagram. I mean, it's good. He's an older guy. He said it himself. He's just getting into the social media game, which was great for us because if he had 200,000 people, we might not have got him on the show. But we did. We're both kind of growing at the same time, and good for him. He's a great guy, and really, really big props and thanks to him for joining us. But what else we got? I mean, we got a lot of stuff coming up, right? I mean,
we for sure. But with that being said about the unconventional swing, sorry. Let's look at someone like Matthew Wolfe.
Let's talk about that. Yeah, it's a good idea. It's a good segue into Wolfe.
Yeah, he's
this guy.
I mean, he's something.
If you caught any of us guys, if you ever checked it out, we were on this new hot mic, new app. You could get it in your the app store of whatever kind of phone you got. It's basically a streaming service. It syncs up to your TV and it allows anybody to be a Howard Cosell from home. You don't like to, and this happened to me. I actually had this thought last year was, they need something like this. And I didn't even realize it was probably already out at the time. But Hot Mic, it's a great app. Check it out. Download it. You could listen to any sport event, and you could hear, you could find some funny people and listen to them broadcasting. It's pretty cool. You could just mute your TV, watch it on your TV and listen through the app and listen to some funny commentary. And, there's a lot of different people out there, but we did that for the tailor-made drive for what was the title of the thing? The relief thing.
Yeah. Tailor-made driving relief challenge.
Right. And it was great. And we had your huge tailor-made names. I mean, you had your three marquee guys, you had your Dustin Johnson, you had your Rory McIlroy, both top 5 in the world. Rory number 1, obviously. And even on the hot mic, we debated. I thought Ricky was higher ranked than he was. You thought he was way lower than he really was, and we were both kind of wrong. We were kind of he was kind of in the middle. But he's what was he, 25?
24, yeah.
He was 24. I thought he was 18 or 19, and you thought he was 50. I think you said something off the wall. I don't remember what it was, but whatever. But no. So that kind of thing is what we did, and it was a lot of fun. So anyway, so during that, Wolfe was the one person that hold on, I'm sure you can hear my son. Yeah, John. John, I'm filming, John. I'll be right down, okay, bud? Oh my goodness. This is fun. This is fun. Guy. He's back. My man's back. But anyway, so so it's Wolfe was the one name that everybody kind of was going after, and listen, folks, we know that by the time you're hearing this, you've already have seen the next one, which we're going to talk about in a second. But as far as unconventional swing, Wolfe was the one kind of more or less unknown guy. A lot of people were saying, it should have been Jason Day. It should have been John Rahm was my pick, who I would have liked to have seen in that. But I got to tell you, by the end of it, it did exactly what it was supposed to do for Wolfe. I mean, it brought him out to the light. The sponsors that they wanted to get this guy some pub. And here's my son. He just decided to come on the stream. Say hi to everybody. Hi. so keep it inside the leather.
Keep it inside the leather.
All right, buddy. So how to do? So I guess this is happening now. So all right, we're gonna just go with it. So you see Jeremy? No. You can't grab the mic. You can just talk. They can hear you. So hi, Deuce.
Hello.
All right, now we're shy game. So anyway, so Wolfe was the guy with. I mean, first off, we got to talk. Forget it. We'll get to the swing in a second. But
hello.
John, come on, guys. The man, come on. What is this kid doing? He's killing me. We're gonna have to start all over again. Wait a minute. Come on, stop, John. So, if you're gonna say something, say something else. Say something good. Who's your favorite football player? Sammy D, New York Jets. Now go sit there. Go in your tent over there. Go in the tent, all right? So he says the mustache. I mean, can we talk about the mustache while I fight my son? Where is he going with this Fu Manchu handlebar? He looked ridiculous. He looked like he was going to rob a convenience store.
Yeah. No, definitely without a doubt. And I brought this up to you, I think, midstream or something like that, where I saw a video on Instagram of him actually shaving it. Like the morning of or the day before or something. It just looked ridiculous. But he wanted to stand out, and if that was one of the ways to stand out, he definitely
did. He did. People know, and I gotta say, his game, unconventional swing. I love the stat, or not the stat, but the graphic that they showed all 4 of the swings of these 4 players at different levels of the game. You have 100, you got Wolfie in the hundreds, you got Ricky in the 25s. And you got the top two of the top 5 players in the world. All 4 of their swings could not be any different. Amanda! I could use a little help up here. So anyway, this might have to go to the cutting room floor. John, come on. No, you can't wear it. If you wear the headphones, I can't hear Deuce or myself. Come on, stop. Go get the other headphone. Go get the other headphone. All right. Okay. All right. Anyway, so his swing is so unconventional, but you cannot deny the guy's moxie.
No.
You know, he went out there. The kid hits the ball a mile. I mean, the ball just doesn't come down. For him to just do what he was doing with DJ and Rory, and even Ricky's long off the tee, but wow. I mean, you know, I got a lot of respect for the kid. The kid hung in there. I mean, Ricky was smoking hot. How they lost that. Look, and my only gripe with the whole thing, great, I know it was for charity, and that was fantastic, but it was the first time I got to see sports, and that was a plus. Everything was great. I actually enjoyed it. Enjoyed the hot mic thing, too. Download that app. But really, what was awesome about it, well, actually, the one thing that I didn't like about it, I should say, is the way it ended. I mean, look, I know that they had to end it somehow because it was for charity. They needed a winner. But there was no suspense at the end. You had Wolfe's shot that looked like from camera was about maybe 12 to 15 feet out of the cup, right? And then you have the angle of the camera when Rory's shot came in. To my eye, it looked like he was 15 to 20. It looked like it was a no-brainer. It looked like that Rory's shot was not closer. See, Jeremy, you laughing on the screen and him seeing you laugh is only fueling. You went downstairs. I thought you were going to be a good boy and leave me alone and let me finish the podcast. But you went downstairs to get your headphones so you could look like Jeremy. You can't even hear anything with those headphones.
I can't hear something.
You can hear me yelling at you to stop. But no, all in all, it was a great. I wish they would have. I wish they would. I guess we're going to have another podcast fail video after all this is over. So I wish they would have brought out the tape measures, you know, like they do at an outing, you know, put it in the cup and pull it and actually show us that Rory was closer. Because to be honest, I don't know. I still think that it was Wolfe was closer. But anyway, other than that, I think it was a great thing for charity, great day for golf and sports in general, and that was pretty awesome. I don't know what to do here, pal. We might have to cut for a second and piece it together because maybe I just tickle him for a few seconds and he's not going to want to stay around here and he just fell off the couch. That's great. So anyway, so what's next? So listen, we know, folks, that was about probably 2.5 weeks ago since by the time this airs, but just wanted to get it out because we had that, like we said, we had that two-part episode with Ronnie DeBario that we shot 2 weeks ago. So, but anyway, that was great. All in all, good. You liked it? Good event? Solid, right?
Oh yeah, it was a great event. Like you said, it was the first time golf was back or any sporting event was back on TV for us to watch, and like they couldn't perform any better than I think they did. Like you said, it came down to that last shot on the 19th hole or whatever on the playoff hole, but it was great. Hot mic was amazing. It was fun to be a part of. If you're watching this, you probably would have heard me already. I'll be on the hot mic for the the Tiger and Phil match. So. Yeah, definitely download that app.
Yeah, I'll be on vacation with the family, so I won't be on the Hot Mic app for that one, but we will definitely be doing them. And then, folks, we're going to also be doing live streaming them on Golficity app in the near future. So you're going to be able to see us, you're going to be able to hear us, you're going to be able to watch our reactions to some cool things, and we got a lot of stuff lined up in HQ that we would have been bringing to you, but obviously for obvious reasons we couldn't. Mm-hmm. But we're going to fire that up as soon as possible and get that content to you. But moving forward, now this event is going to have aired before this episode airs. But I want to put on my Swami hat, my little predictor hat, my fortune teller. Gypsy kind of palm reader, give me $10, I'll read your future, but the BS. But anyway, so maybe, I don't know, maybe put like a little wizard hat on me right now, drop in a little wizard hat graphic or something, because I'm telling you right now, there is no way, whatever the odds are, I don't care. I am laying the house on Tiger Woods and Tom Brady. And let me explain. Tiger and Phil played that big money match last year that everybody talked about, everybody saw. And I'm telling you right now, for the last 365, however many days ago it was, Tiger Woods.
You got
Don't yell at him because that's even worse because now you're on air yelling at him. It's all right. It is what it is. Jeremy can cut it out. Okay, so I'm putting the house on Tom Brady and I'm putting the house on Tiger Woods. And here's my reasoning and here's my thought process. Because of what happened last year with the Tiger and Phil match, that has been eating a competitor. All right, John, you want to go in the pool? Okay, go downstairs. Go downstairs. John, you're gonna break my computer. You're already causing Jeremy about 45 minutes of editing that he's gonna have to do now that he wasn't gonna have to do.
Frank's gonna be upset.
Frank, yeah. Do me a favor. Go downstairs and wait, or else I told you have to go watch 4 episodes of your show until I finish, and you didn't. All right, go watch 2 more, or else we can't go in the pool tonight. 2 more. 2 more. Go ahead, go. 2 more episodes. 2 more episodes, and we got to finish. Come on, we got about 15 more minutes here that we could wrap this up. Maybe I don't want anyway. Yeah. So here's my take. So on the Tiger and Phil match that you've already seen with Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. Here's what's going on. No pool in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye, John. I'll see you later, buddy. I love you. Hi, Veronica. My daughter's looking at me like I'm nuts. Okay, so anyway, all right. Hey, let's just try to finish this little bit up. So Tiger and Phil, the match that they had, there's absolutely no way that hasn't been eating Tiger Woods, alive. Even after the last dance, you got a good inside view of the competitiveness of Michael Jordan. There's only one athlete that I could even think of that comes close to that type of competitiveness, and it's Tiger Woods. The fact that Phil took the money and then was also jabbing him a little bit with the pictures that he's posting and all, it was all fun. It was great. It's eating him alive. Okay, now Tiger's Tiger and Phil's Phil. Everyone's got their favorites, whatever, but we all know Tiger's the better golfer. Now you flip the script and you go over to the other two because it's a team event, right? From all what I'm hearing, Peyton Manning is a better golfer than Tom Brady. Okay,
Peyton Manning also has more time to play golf.
Yeah. But he's been retired for 2 years. I'm sure he's played a lot more golf in the last 2 years. But I don't think his handicap has improved. Probably, maybe a couple points at most. But I think regardless, I couldn't, comment below if I'm wrong. I'm sure once we all watch the broadcast, we'll really know this for sure. But from what I'm hearing, Brady is not as good of a golfer as Peyton Manning. But Brady is just as competitive and sick. If you had to ask me to take a football player that's got that type of feeling, it's Tom Brady. The competitiveness is absolutely insane through the roof. And Brady Manning has it too. But I am not betting against Tiger Woods after what happened the last time these two faced off for a lot of cash. I'm sure this is for relief too, right? This is for charity as well. And this is going to be epic because it's not just the 2 pros. It's 2 pros with 2 icons from another sport. This is going to open up the can of worms that it's going to be crossovers. This is great for golf. This thing that they're doing is going to end up being great for golf because people are going to want to see this. You put Aaron Rodgers, you get all of Packer Nation. You throw in whoever the best Dallas Cowboy golfer is. It's just built-in audiences, and it's just an awesome idea. I'm looking forward to it. But I'm telling you now, I'm putting the house, mark it down, side action galore all over Tiger Woods and Tom Brady, regardless of the odds. What do you say? You say the same thing, or you're going the other way?
No, I think it's the same thing, just more so the reason, like you just said, Tiger's not losing 2 years in a row to Phil. There's just no doubt. Phil actually came out publicly and has been all over social media as of the recent week, that Tiger did not take the loss very well at all. We all know he's someone who does not like to lose. And
Phil said that Tiger didn't take the first loss very well.
Yeah.
No, he's jabbing him. He's getting him fired up.
But Tiger did come out and say he was not happy with his first performance at
Yeah, I mean, of course, nobody wants to be. I mean, he was embarrassed. I mean, Phil beat him up pretty good.
But no, like I said, there's just no way. I think Tiger is a better golfer than he was last year. He's coming off of all the wins that he came off and his accomplishments. So
yeah, he had a huge year last year.
Yeah. I just don't see Tiger losing. I just can't see Tiger losing.
I don't see it either. Who's getting is Brady or Manning hitting a 300-yard drive? I think that's one of the prop bets.
I want to say Manning's going to hit a farther drive than Brady.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just think like we said, Manning has more time to work on his craft. And I think he probably has more control of the ball better than Brady.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be pretty good.
Now, if they go like what they did in the last relief and they go just swing out of your shoes and we don't care if it's in the fairway or not, then probably Brady.
Yeah, no. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But so what else we got here? Let's see. Let me see what else we got. One of our other sponsors here. All right, folks. I mean, you guys know these people over at Sparrow's Deli in Upper Montclair, New Jersey. I mean, go out there and get a sandwich, give your loved one a break from cooking and go. They got some, hands-free, drop-off, pickup type of delivery things, Uber Eats, all the apps. They're on all of them. You know that feeling you get after a long round of trying to save bogey all day, barely breaking 100? It, pissed off and hungry. The last thing you want to do is worry about where you're going to go find a decent lunch. Don't worry, I got you covered. Head over to Sparrow's in Montclair for a quick bite. These guys are taking traditional family recipes and mixing in a little modern flair and to produce quality, authentic Italian specialties and monster sandwiches. Try the Paisano with the Duke's Mayo and tell them that Ronnie from New Jersey sent you. It's my sandwich, and that's me. Sparrow's Deli and Catering, located at 197 Bellevue Avenue, Upper Montclair, New Jersey, 07043. And, folks, if you're out of the New Jersey area, support anybody. Find up, call up, see if they're on these apps. A lot of restaurants that were not on the Uber Eats and the DoorDashes of the world, they are now, because this is, they had to pivot and they changed their models and, help out your local businesses, folks. I mean, they need it, when this whole thing passes and everybody's, getting back to normal, you don't want to, you're going to be wishing that the sandwiches and the pizzerias and all the places and the restaurants that you used to love to go to, you got to make sure that you do your part to help keep them where they need to be. So, what else you got, Jeremy?
You gave us, you said you're going to give us a prediction. You said who was going to win, but what do you think the score is going to be at the end of 18 holes?
I think it's going to be over before. I honestly, I think Tiger's going to drop the hammer on him. I think it's going to be a runaway.
Okay.
I think it's going to be a runaway.
Dormy, what hole? What hole?
I'm going to say it's over by 16.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be over by 16. They're going to be completely out of it.
Really?
It might even be over by 15.
Okay. Another question: Does Charles Barkley shoot 5 or better on the hole the hole that they're choosing him to?
Absolutely.
5 or better, you think?
100%.
Wow. Okay.
It's a sucker bet. Everybody sees his swing, and everybody right away is going to say no way. But trust me, he's an athlete. I know his swing is garbage.
Yeah.
It looks disgusting.
It does.
Okay, we all know that. But it's I'm telling you, just my knowledge of gambling. Okay, there's a reason why the line is set what it's set at. Okay, what is it? 5 over? What is it?
195.
So it's a 195-yard hole?
No, the hole, I don't know what the hole is, but I know what the props are at. The odds
are at. You said it was plus 195? Or what are the odds? Read it out to me.
Give me 1 second. Let me go over to Side Action
All right,
Instagram.
Fine. But for anybody who's looking to get into gambling, okay, we're going to be bringing to you some stuff. We got a little Side Action entertainment thing that we're working on. We're going to be cross-promoting on everybody's platforms. We're going to be doing some stuff with that, and look out for that in the future. But go ahead and subscribe over to, Side Action Entertainment on Instagram. Yeah, check them out. Check us out there first. But any type of bet that just seems so ridiculous, any bet that you open up a newspaper, if you're betting on football, you're betting on golf, and you're seeing that, wait a minute, that guy's what? He's 4-1, 5-1, and he's like a top 10 player. There's a reason for it, folks. Okay, he must have pulled a hamstring 3 nights ago that you don't know about, but the people making the lines do. Okay? Betting is 50-50, no matter what you do. The whole point of Vegas is to make sure that it goes in the middle. The point spread is to allow for 100 people to vote on what to bet on one side and 100 people to bet on the other side. So the losers pay the winners and the losers pay 10% to the casino. The whole point is to make it even. Why does a line move up or down in any direction? It's not because something crazy happened, although, I mean, it could be, but very rarely, our star player is now not going to play and the line moves. That's one scenario. But the majority of it is they set a line. 80% of the money being gambled on it in Vegas goes to one side. We're going to get hosed if they win. Because 85%, 80% of the people are going to win. So now the lines start inching. And then all of a sudden, people start going, wow, was that 3? Now it's at 5. I was thinking about it at 3. Now it's at 5. I'm going the other way. So then all of a sudden, the money starts flowing the other way. The goal at game time of every casino odds maker in the world is to have it 100 bets on one side and 100 bets on the other, because they are guaranteed to win 10% of the total money wagered. Mm-hmm. So when you're trying to think of who's going to win, honestly, you're better off probably picking who you think and then going the opposite. You will win more money that way than you will the other way, okay? And this Charles Barkley bet's a perfect example. Every golfer is thinking, I'm taking the over. There's no way he's going to do it. Look at that swing. Look at that swing. I'm taking him. He's going to do it. Calling it here. Obviously, we all know what happened already, so we'll see. Am I right or not? Because I think he's doing it. What else? What else we got?
Yeah, let's go right into our par 5 segment for today. But I'm actually shocked that you're taking him. I don't.
Yeah, I'm telling you. And again, it's not because I think he's going to do it. It's because I have a feeling he's going to do it because of the odds. There's a reason for it.
Yeah.
I guarantee you all the money's on the other side.
Here's a question I have for you. Going back to the TaylorMade Drive and Relief Challenge. They were wearing shorts, and they looked really relaxed. They were carrying their own bags. And since then, the questions has been proposed to many people, many players on tour that have answered anonymously. But do you think shorts should be allowed on during a tournament event?
100%. Like, I don't look. I get it. The collared shirt. I get that. They've even laxed that up with the Nike collared thing, which is not really a collar. It's more like a fake mock half turtleneck, whatever. They're comfortable, so I like them personally. But I don't understand. I mean, I get it. I thought that it looked better with them wearing shorts. It looked better for, the younger generation of kids coming into the game. I mean, when I play in the summer in New Jersey, it's hot. I'm always wearing shorts, and I got big calves like Phil. I got to show off the calves, right? But it looked like they were out with their buddies. You were out with your buddies. It looked familiar. Carrying the bag for the pros I thought was silly, but the Corona thing, we get it. I mean, give them a push cart. What are they carrying bags for? But even Ricky, our boy, using the Vessel bag, but which stay tuned for something. We got another thing working with them, Vessel, coming out soon. But you got to he even said it, like, he's not used to carrying a bag. No. Like, why couldn't you give him a cart? Like, and Phil put cameras in the cart and microphone in the cart, and you could hear some things that you may not have heard walking with one person carrying a 500-pound camera. But no, I liked it. Shorts should be allowed. I almost think it's right. I mean, if there's a more in-depth reason, which I'm sure there is, as to where it originated. If it's just like the historians and the golf people, like the same thing between the NL and the DL and baseball with the DH. You got your purists and all this. Come on, stop. You want to grow the sport, make everybody out there looking like everybody who plays it. I think it's better. I think that's the way you go. I think you let them wear shorts. I mean, come on. Unless you got some ugly legs. I mean, if you got chicken legs, they might say, listen, you can wear shorts, but we're advising you, Bubba Watson, not to, because it might look a little, There might be some people who need to make the conscious decision of not wearing shorts because they're going to look like chicken legs. And then they could say, oh, I'm a purist. I like, give them an out, But no, if you want to wear shorts, you should wear shorts.
They should have the option. You're not saying, like, just wear shorts. You think they should have the option?
Yeah, no. I don't. They're walking billboards. These people got, patches all over them. And that was something else we talked about, was that the Nike people don't have other patches on their shirts, which I found interesting. And I'm still digging through to try to find someone that contradicts it, but I haven't found it yet. But everybody else has got, they got patches all over. They got 5-10 sponsors. The bags it looks like NASCAR. Sometimes their bags got so many sponsors. I'm sure. Like, stop. The game doesn't look like it did 50, 60 years ago. They're not wearing shirts, ties, and wool jackets. You know?
Cardigans.
So, yeah, it's like, come on. Could you imagine playing golf with a shirt and tie and a vest and a sweater vest and a jacket? Oh, my God. When I come home from work, I can't wait to take off my suit jacket. Could you imagine trying to go play golf in that? Oh, my God. But anyway, no, I think it's good for the game. You know, show people, the pros, the best in the world, that they can, you know, that they look like everybody, like you do with your friends out on Sunday. You're going out on Sunday, you're playing with your buddies, you're wearing shorts. You're not wearing pants. And come on. Tuck in your shirt, I get that. You know, look clean, keep it neat. You could look neat with shorts. And like we talked about on an earlier episode, no cargos. I mean, you can't go cargos, no jean shorts. It's got to be nice, pleated to the knee, nice, fitted, really good golf shorts. Like
Bermuda, I think they call them, right? Bermuda shorts?
Yeah, Bermuda shorts. They're good. A little bit above the knee. They're nice. They're not baggy. They're a nice fit. And they're the most comfortable things in the world. So, I mean, and golf pants are comfortable and light, too. So, it's really not that big of a deal. But they're playing in Florida in August. I mean, stop. It's 125 degrees. You got to breeze it up down there, give it some air. Let your boys breathe a little bit. Yeah, what else we got?
Let's jump right into it. I mean, you got an ad read you want to jump into, or should we just jump right into it?
I'll do a little read. We'll talk. We got two more here. We'll bang them out here. We'll go pro staff first, and then we'll end the show with our boys over at Aim Health. Have you ever felt so sore you couldn't get out and play a round of golf you just so desperately wanted to? Have you ever been unable to finish playing a round of golf? If you've answered yes to either of these questions, then you have to go see our guys over at Pro Staff Physical Therapy. They have the latest state-of-the-art equipment and specialized in sports orthopedics. They have 9 locations located throughout northern New Jersey and accept all major commercial insurances. Visit them at prostaffpt.com. Follow them on Instagram too, folks. Like I said, golf season has arrived finally with a little delay. They're posting videos weekly for different athletes, for sports, whether you're a baseball player, whatever it may be. Their physical trainers are posting videos on how to stretch and how to prevent, your body from getting damaged because you haven't swung a club in a couple of months. You might just be getting out there, and that's the way to do it. So check them out, Pro Staff. We love them. Love having them as a sponsor too.
So before we jump right into our question segment here, whatever we want to call it eventually in the near future, for those of you who've been following us on Twitch, I've been working on getting a second iron set in the bag, and
you did, huh? You pulled the trigger.
Just yesterday, they finally arrived. The
MPs?
The JPXs 919 tours. They're here. I know that's what
Kid goes with another Mizuno set.
Another Mizuno in the bag.
Let me tell you something, folks. I mean, my wife is actually she's going to laugh at this, I think, because she knows my problem, and you guys all know if you've been listening to the show. I got a problem with buying clubs. Everybody knows it. I had a couple bad rounds with a wedge set. I'm buying a new wedge set. A couple rounds with a putter. I'm throwing it in the bag, out of the bag, and a new one in the bags. I got so many to choose from. Even irons. I buy sets of irons like I buy candy bars. But anyway, it's funny. In the last 18 weeks since we started this podcast, me, the guy who admittedly has a problem with buying equipment, has only purchased one new set of irons that I did not have when we started the podcast. My producer, Jeremy, that I'm assuming is in a split screen. I don't know if he's on this side of me or this side of me, but either way, this kid has already bought 2. Okay, he couldn't leave the New Jersey Sports Expo, the New Jersey Golf Expo, that over there with Edison, which is like, in his neck of the woods. He turns around. He couldn't leave without buying a set of Mizunos. And now, this last 2 weeks, I don't know what came over the kid. I've already changed his putter. He already has one of my high toes in the bag, but that's because he left his at a golf course. And then all of a sudden, he has another set. He bought the JPXs. This kid's got the disease. He's got the disease, folks. The Ronnie disease. This kid. Why did you need a second set of clubs? Where are you going that you're gonna if you told me, hey Ronnie, my family, we got the lake house up in New York, or we got a shore house down in Jersey, or a friend, my friends and I we're renting a house for the summer, pre-corona, whatever. If you were telling me that you were going somewhere and you didn't want to have to lug your clubs back and forth, you were going to go rent, whatever it may be, you go buy a secondary set, you leave it down there, so you don't have to travel with them. But when you never leave anywhere, you never go anywhere without your clubs in your trunk, why would you need a second set?
I don't know. I think I just more so I wanted a second option, I guess you can say I see Ronnie doing this all the time. If he doesn't like a wedge,
if I don't
if you like a wedge,
right.
all right. Tomorrow's another round with another day with another new set of clubs.
Another set. I mean, and folks, on all of our new vlogs, all of our course vlogs, that we're going to open up every single episode with talking about what's in my bag. It's going to be like a mini what's in the bag, because as you all know, that it changes so frequently. We're going to be previewing what's in my bag before every round. Oh, you did watch 2 more shows? All right, pal. You want to do me a favor? Sit right there and listen to me and Deuce. We're wrapping it up, and then you could do the out. You could say, "Thanks for watching my daddy's show." No. I didn't say that you could come over here and jump on me again. Sit right there. Sit right there. Okay. Yep. Sit right there. We're almost done. All right. So let's wrap this up, Jeremy. That's so you just wanted a second set. You got the disease from me. I'm sorry I gave it to you. Your future wife, I'm going to have to apologize to her in advance, because, any money that this kid is going to use to buy a house, I might influence him to spend it on another set of clubs. Let's see. The challenge to me right now is if I can get Jeremy to buy a 3rd set in the next 3 months.
No way.
All right, John, you know what we're doing. You can talk to Jeremy as soon as we're done filming. Please give me a minute. Jesu. Okay, you know what I'm saying. I think that's the challenge. Can I convince him that these new Mizunos are dog shit and that he needs a new second set, because this second set's not good enough? But we have a challenge coming up. We have a challenge coming up next weekend. Yep. And we're back on the team, right? Me and you are partners again. It's inside. I don't even know. Can I drop it now? Am I even allowed to talk about it? Whatever. I don't care. By this time. John, stop! It's inside the leather, going up head-to-head, best ball kind of challenge with Golficity. And I'll tell you right now, if these new JPX secondary sets that he bought don't work, trust me, midway through the round, they're going to go right back in his car. So we'll keep you tuned to that.
And I'll just bring out the other set.
You're bringing them both. You got to bring them both, because we might have to both make a switch of clubs on the turn if things aren't going the way we want them to. But as always, Par 5 is brought to you by AIM Health, the Spine and Regenerative Medicine Institute. Back pain got you out of the game. Knees won't let you get up those stairs. Elbow pain killing your guy swing. Fear no more. Relief is around the corner. Dr. David Perner is no stranger to heal. You know Dr. Dave. You know Uncle Dave, right? Say hi to Uncle Dave. Dr. David Perner is no stranger to human performance, a former All-American football player at a national level Olympic powerlifter. Dr. Dave has been serving the prestigious orthopedics department at Mount Sinai. He's now serving the greater New Jersey area at AIM Health, where we offer the most advanced non-surgical treatment for spine, pain relief, sports rehab, and body regeneration. Book your consultation now and get back in the game. Call us at 973-251-2189 and visit us at drdavidperner.com. All right, good job, John. Way to go. You're new producer of the show, John Anthony. All right, you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Audio's fine, so I don't need to hear you. Oh, I got to hear the questions. I got to hear you. All right, in 5. All right, John, we're finishing up. It's the last segment. I got to answer 5 quick questions, and we're all done.
Par 5 brought to you by AIM Health.
Okay. All right. Hold on. I'll be right there.
Get the microphone.
Okay. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff, John. Almost done. 2 minutes, and then we're going to go for a ride. We're going to go for a ride. We got to go pick up some supplies for your sister. Step up. We got to talk one point. All right, come on. Answer par 5 with me. Stand right here. Stand right here. Sit right next to me. Answer par 5. Sorry. You break these headphones. Okay? You know how much money these headphones worth? Stop. Sit down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No pool for you tonight.
I want to go in the pool.
No, we're not going to the pool because you haven't stopped. Yeah, don't. Yeah, go. All right, we're gonna do this crying now. Now my microphone is broken. Stop. Can you even hear me right now? No.
Yeah. Yes, I can. I can hear you.
John, I mean, come on, dude. Come on. You broke the microphone. You broke it. I can't hear it. You broke it. You broke the microphone. And it's not even my microphone. I don't even own it.
You can't hear it?
Listen, it's the microphone, for Jesus.
I can hear you fine.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Thumbs up?
Yes, you can't hear me?
No, I can hear you. I'm only kidding. All right, so sit down, John. I'm not. No. Stop.
Let me talk to him.
John, Jeremy's telling you to Jeremy's telling you to do him a favor and just sit down. We're almost finished. All right, that's the read for AIM Health. I don't even know how much of that ordeal is just going to be cut out of this, but anyway, go ahead. Let's run it. Give me the questions, Jeremy. We got to do this quick. I got a 3.5. He's almost 4. Jesus, you're 4 years old next month. Did you know that? Okay. All right. What do we got? Hit me with them.
Would you rather never hit a straight drive again or miss every 3-foot putt?
Would I rather never hit a straight drive for the rest of my life,
or miss
never miss a 3-foot putt,
or miss every 3-foot putt,
or miss every 3-foot putt? Well, I mean, I guess it's the same thing. So if I say yes to the whatever,
see, for me, I would go.
What'd you do? Yeah.
I would just take never hit a straight drive again, because then I could just hit a fade or a draw, which I do anyway. So
you took it that way? I don't know if that was really how the question was intended. We need a little clarification on this here. If the question really should have read a 3-foot putt, I mean, come on, most people are giving you a 3-foot putt anyway. I mean, seriously, let's not get silly. We're not on tour, but if you're telling me that the question would be, you'll never hit a fairway with a driver ever again, or you'll never miss a 6-foot putt, all day.
6-foot putt?
All day. I'm hitting 3-wood off the tee, and I'm never missing a 6-foot putt for the rest of my life, hands down, for sure.
Makes sense.
For sure. Because now I don't really have to work on my putting game anymore, and I just got to get really good like Joe Pesci with the wedges and just get it within 6 feet every time. So there's that answer. But for the actual answer, I don't think 3-foot putt is enough. I don't think a 3-foot putt is enough of a thing to not. But when you say straight driver, are we talking about a fade?
Draw.
Or are we talking about a draw? You know, that's if I could just learn how to hit a baby fade and never miss a 3-foot putt. If that actually falls into line with that question, then I would say do that.
Yeah,
but
like your producer.
I don't know.
Of the
that
show.
question needs a little bit of work. They should have vetted that question with Inside the Leather. I would have really straightened it out, because I think whoever posted that question on the internet would have gotten better results and answers and feedback if it was my question, because I think my question was better, right? Now, to answer my question, never hit a fairway again with a driver and never miss a 6-foot putt. Are you on board with the 6-foot putt thing?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, all day. Go ahead and next.
Here's a bonus question. Who do you wish you could get a lesson from?
Who do I wish to get a golf lesson from? Like anybody in the world?
Yeah.
Ronnie Del Barrio. Next question.
Okay.
My guy. What are you talking about? He's my guy. Stop.
What's the best shot you ever hit?
Best shot I ever hit? That's a good question. I mean, although I didn't witness my hole-in-one because I couldn't see it because of the sun and nobody was with me, so no one gives me credit for it. We'll kind of throw that one aside. And I did have a witness for a hole-out I had. It was a par 5, smoked a drive. Hit a ridge, whatever, caught a slope, got it within it was 187 yards to the pin.
Albatross?
And I dropped it. Yep. And I dropped it in.
Okay.
I dropped it in. I smoked a 5-iron, and it just went.
Best 5-iron in your life.
Dropped in the putt.
Nice. I think for me, you guys probably saw it because the course vlog already dropped from last week. Was probably that drive on N9 on Ballyowen at 340 bomb.
Yeah, it was a bomb. It was a bomb. By this time they've seen that video, right?
It's the best drive I ever hit in my life.
Right, this video's airing this Saturday, so they will have seen it. So yeah, so
and you were there.
If you haven't checked it yet, go check it out. Last Saturday we posted a video of the challenge, the side action challenge set forth by Philly Bookit, that me and Jeremy couldn't go alternate shot Ballyo in front 9 and shoot sub 40. And you know how it ended because you saw it. But if you didn't, check it out and see how it ended. Jeremy on 9 hit a 325 plus yard bomb ski. I mean, it was like 340, 338, something crazy. You'll see it because literally I'm chipping from about 35 yards to an elevated green, and all we had to do is sink the putt and tune in to find out if we did or not. But next question, what do we got?
What's one? No, that's not a good question. You have to play Pebble Beach with only one club. Which one are you choosing?
Pebble Beach with only one club. Well, that's a waste of a round at Pebble Beach. But if I'm doing it, probably a 7-iron, to be completely honest. I mean, obviously, honorable mention would be the 5. It would be a hybrid. It would be like a 3 hybrid for me, because I did that one-hole challenge and was successful with it. A par 5 with I pulled the hybrid. Yeah, so either one of those. I think it's easier to putt with the hybrid. It would be easier to chip with a 7-iron, lay it open a little bit, short little baby quick swing. But for the most part, yeah, those two. What about you? What would you go with?
I would probably go with a 6-iron. Just knowing how
that doesn't scare you. You know, you're at all par 4s and 2, but you're chipping and.
I think that's the thing. Like the rough at Pebble is high enough where I could just open the 6-iron face a little bit and just hopefully get it up. I mean, it is a rough.
7-6. We're in the same boat. If I was being held by a gun and had to make the decision right then and there, I think a safer bet for me personally would probably be the hybrid. I think that's yeah.
If you know, last two here. Which non-major tour event is your favorite?
Excuse me. What non-major tour event is my favorite?
Correct.
Folks, I had a couple hot dogs for lunch today because I'm down the shore and it's Memorial Day weekend. They're starting to repeat a little bit. It gives a little heartburn. Anyway, so what? I mean, waste management. I mean, I think I've said that before. I think we've talked about that before. I think the atmosphere. Why are you biting my shirt? What did you not feed this kid? He's eating my shirt. Get him out of here. He's like the shirt monster. He's not the cookie monster. He's the shirt monster. Yeah, I mean, I think waste management is pretty cool. I mean, the Genesis is cool too. I mean, I was there as a spectator. You said, ow! That you didn't bite the shirt there, kid. I'm not. There's nothing comes out of those. All right, that's your mom. So wait a minute. Wait. We're talking about. Did you say spectate or play?
No. Which non-major tour event is your favorite?
Waste management, hands down. Done. Next question. Yeah, for sure. I mean,
last question.
I think there should be more like it. By the way, there should be more like it.
Which you might already answered this. But last question: which 3 celebrity golfers would you want in your foursome? Celebrity only. We won't go athletes. Just go celebrity. Full celebrity.
Just full celebrities, like your celebrities. All right. After hearing what Ronnie Del Barrio said, Joe Pesci's got to be in the mix there. Definitely after hearing, I'd like to be able to witness that in person. So I would say Joe Pesci. I'm going to throw celebrity. Probably Leonardo DiCaprio because I think he is the best actor in the game right now. I think he's the guy. Bradley Cooper, I think, would be cool, too. I think that would be a fun round with those guys, 2 younger guys, and then Joe Pesci. Everybody kind of hamming it up with him. Yeah, that's probably – I would go Bradley Cooper, Leonardo DiCaprio, and I would throw in
Pesci.
Justin Timberlake. I don't really care. He's a singer. I don't really care. Well, he's done some acting, too. I mean, he's probably definitely although Alphonse, Carlton from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air after hearing what Ronnie talked about. That's any of those types of guys.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, that's I mean, do we have time for one more? Here's last one. Okay, because we were talking about this before the show. Who was the best player of the decade? Now we talked about maybe DJ, maybe in
the tens, right? From 2010 to 2020. All right, so obviously Tiger can't be in that mix, right? So that's one. So Tiger can't be in there, so that eliminates him.
Even though he has an argument for probably the best moment of the decade.
No doubt. But I think let's first see who's in contention here. Rory's in contention. Jason Day is in contention. He was hot for a while. Brooksy obviously right now is obviously in the question. Trying to think who else would really. Dustin Johnson would have some stroke in that answer, but I think I'm leaving out. There's only one that I'm leaving out, and that's the one that I think actually it is. I think it's Jordan Spieth.
Without a doubt.
I mean, whenever you're being talked about, the streak that he went on, that run that he went on, when you're being talked about as the next Tiger, done. It's over. It's done. I think that's I mean, can you think of anybody that can, that would not named Jordan Spieth that I'm missing?
Maybe like you said, more recently Brooks, more so maybe because he's one of my favorite players. But like you said, I actually watched a documentary the other day on Jordan Spieth, and specifically it was at the Travelers Championship when he went into the playoff hole, and he holed out from the bunker to win the tournament. I think a moment like that, and it was talked about, that's like that was a Tiger moment for him, and to be compared to Tiger and Tiger's game is just insane. I know he's having trouble now, but like actually Del Barrio said, it's just something in the mind that he can get over very easily.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, the kid's been there, the kid's done it. We know that the kid could do it again. I'm actually rooting for Spieth. I'm a fan of his. So that's who I would go with, definitely. He's and I think he's got the best. He's got a good shot to being the guy of the next one too.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. JT put together some. JT should have been mentioned in there too.
Maybe
should have been mentioned. Yeah. Who else did you think? There was someone else that you had mentioned earlier that you had said that I just kind of glossed over and didn't really give it any credit.
DJ?
No.
Rory?
No, was it Kim or was it?
Anthony Kim. Anthony Kim.
It was Kim, right? Yeah,
Anthony
Kim. They definitely again in the conversation, but I think it's easy that it's Spieth.
It has to be, and he was right at like the 14, 15, 16, right? Those 3 years.
Yeah, for sure.
Without a doubt.
I don't know why you think that this is good, John. I don't know why you're doing this. I mean, now you're not going in the pool. Like I feel bad that now you're gonna have to watch me go swim. Anyway, folks, listen. That's it. We went a little long. Hopefully, Jeremy can cut out some of the nonsense. My son, well, you're not going in the pool. I told you. All you had to do was let me alone for a few more minutes to finish the episode. You didn't do it. So anyway, folks, listen, appreciate you. Do us a favor, like, subscribe, do the whole 9. Check us out on Instagram. We got a lot of content coming out. Enjoy everything. Hope everybody had a nice, last episode was a week ago, whatever. Hope you had a nice one more that weekend, but anyway. But yeah, that's about it, folks. Thanks for joining us, listening. Keep up with everything we got going on. Follow us on Twitch, Golficity on Twitch. We're playing video games, folks. We're gambling like lunatics. Check out Side Action Entertainment on Instagram as well. And as always, keep it inside the leather.